name is Jobless.
Hi Lola.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Thank you for coming through. Thank you for being here. And this is a very important subject.
Yes.
And I appreciate the fact that you're, bold enough to say, okay, you can talk about it. So thank you. Before we go into deep, I'd like you to just tell your name and what you do. Then we can start the conversation from there.
Well, my name is Lola.
Okay.
But in the community,
Okay.
I'm more known as Lady Ruby.
Lady Ruby.
Yes.
Okay.
Black Medusa, Goddess Supreme, Lady Mysterious. I have a lot of names.
Okay.
Based on who you know me as, because I can be several persons to several people.
Like multi-personality?
More like different role plays.
Oh. Okay. So a whole lot of people don't even know what being a kink is.
Okay.
I don't know if I used the term right.
Kinkster.
Kinkster. They don't know what a kinkster is.
Yes, okay.
And in as much as they don't know, I believe that people are different.
Yes.
You know, there are people that are queer, there are people that are gay, there are people that, and in this part of the world, we don't actually open our arms to such people. But the truth is, sometimes we need to open our mind and see things differently. There are a whole lot of people that are homophobic in Nigeria.
Yes.
I can imagine.
Kinkphobic too.
Kinkphobic.
Yes.
Yeah, kinkphobic too.
Yes.
You know, but when the more I read about things like this, the more I have a better understanding that okay, maybe there are some reactions biologically that makes these people like this.
Okay.
Do we have to demonize them?
Yeah.
All the time, right? So, and I don't necessarily blame people, and the reason why I said that, they don't know better, right?
Yes.
You know, when you don't know something, most times you're ignorant about it.
Yes.
Right. So this is why I was really, really interested in talking to you, because when I followed you on Instagram and I said, oh, it's not just that, they have a whole community on this, and so that is why I wanted you to come on the show, because I know that someone like you can actually give us the real perspective of what this is. Right. So thank you for coming through.
I'm so happy to be here, because this is like a perfect
platform
to actually
reach out to
people.
Okay.
Even those in the lifestyle, there's always room to unlearn some things and learn new things. There's a whole lot of misconceptions about BDSM, even being interpreted in movies, in music videos, that they say, okay, BDSM is this strange way of doing things. Like people don't understand that it's actually a lifestyle for some people. Like me, it's a lifestyle. Like, this is the life I live 24/7. There's no switching on and off. Like it's like saying someone is queer.
Yeah.
You don't switch it on and off.
Yeah, it is you.
Someone is a kinkster, you don't switch it on and off. But there are people we call vanilla, like non-kink people, that also actually do freaky kinky things without knowing that
that's what they are.
Let
me push you for a minute. When we say BDSM,
yes,
what does that mean?
Well, BDSM is just bondage, dominance, sadomasochism.
Huh?
Sadomasochism.
Okay, sadomasochism.
Yes.
Okay,
and the M is the masochism. It's like,
okay.
The SM is the sadomasochism, which is more like people into giving pain, the sadist, and people into receiving pains.
pains.
The masochists.
Okay. And everything about BDSM revolves around sexuality?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It's like I said, it's a lifestyle. It doesn't have to be sexual. People live this lifestyle without being sexual with each other.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Also,
because some people are into the kink lifestyle and married in the lifestyle, and they've never had sex with their partners. There are people living with what we call will that not be too deep?
No, you have no. That's the reason.
The cockage where the private. Can I call it what it
is? Yes. That's why we're here. You can call it.
The cock is locked.
You mean the penis?
Yes.
Okay, the penis is locked.
And the partner, the wife, is the owner of the key. She decides if I want your dick to work or not.
Is it locked physically?
Yes, like
there's a padlock that there's a device they put on the dick. A cage on the dick, and they lock it. And the keys with the wife.
Yes, she's the only one that can unlock. It's made of.
But if we look the way men behave these days, I think every
they should lock it. Like you can't like. There's no way you can get an erection because the cage is sized according to the flaccid dick.
Yeah, but normally there's expansion when it comes to dick.
Exactly.
Right? When the dick is relaxed and is not working, sometimes an average man's dick would be between 4 and 6 inches when it's relaxed. But when it is hard, right, then some people stretch to 9 inches.
Exactly. So the cage you have is the 3 to 4 inches. So for whatever you now begin to.
So what if you expand inside the cage?
It will be painful like hell. So you know how to teach yourself not to see anything
not to get aroused.
Just come out high. My wife has the key. Don't let me misbehave.
For real, and people live like that.
Yes, because it's a choice. That is the want to be put in that situation. It's an agreement between them and their partners.
So it's not like the first, like it's not like the wife.
It's voluntary.
So how does it work on the other end if it is the woman?
If it's the woman is mostly more like mentor.
I don't get it.
It's not more like mentor. It's
because you can't lock it.
You can't lock it. You can't lock it. It's just more like okay.
Are there no pussy cage?
There's nothing like that.
Something not common in this part of the world.
Well, I haven't seen them. I haven't read about any.
It's probably possible because you can. I just talked about it that you can actually build a cage that would be like a gown that you lock to your waist and it's people.
The thing is, people have more fun. They have more fun using devices. The one that I know, devices that are more into that has more vibration, so that I know that if I want to like get you into trouble or like I can actually turn it off and on as I please. It's a punishment because so you are looking at him. That person, they enter your eye, just turn it on and it's like the thing is vibrating deep inside you. It's like a strap on, but the strap is inside out, inserted into the pussy.
Okay.
With a device that works remotely with a remote control. So that way, that one I know of.
They insert it into the pussy, and the remote is with the guy.
Yes, it's variable like a normal panty.
Wow. So this whole idea and thinking, how does it start? How do people get into it?
We all have our sexual desires, right? We have what appeals to us. We have what gives us pleasure, and we have what turns us off. All right. So just like some people, like the non-kink lifestyle, normal. I don't like saying normal and not normal.
Yeah.
at the supposedly acceptable way,
the norm.
Yes. It's like, okay, it's like you being into big ass, or you being into, I like big breasts,
yes,
I like kissing, I like this, I like that. It's the same way with people that are like, okay, I like
to be chained,
I like to be changed,
I like to be beaten,
I like to be beaten, I like to be restrained, I like to be choked, I like to be pegged, I like to be treated like a pet, I like to be treated like a slave. It's what gives you pleasure. And
is this
it has nothing to do with pain?
Yes,
well,
that's what
it has a little bit, because just like the way we like this. Okay, let me break it down to food now. Some people are into sushi, some people are into jollof rice, some people are into like different kinds of food. Just because I don't like sushi does not mean sushi is rice based, right? Does not mean that I don't like rice.
Yes,
I just don't like my rice that way.
Okay,
that doesn't mean that I'm not going to eat rice. That's why I said, even in the kink lifestyle, there are still some people that are not open to doing some things under the spectrum of kink, but will do other things. That is,
it sounds like, with few things that you've explained to me, it sounds like even in the kinks world, right, there are several faces to it. There are several types of kinksters, right?
Several.
What are the majors?
Well, there are the fetishists. Those are more like attractions based on objects, what you see. There are people that are into leather fetish. There are people that are into fingers. There are people that are into pantyhose. There are people that are into leather, into soft clothes, into satin. Okay, just the mere touch of satin on your skin, you get aroused. There are some people like that. Those are fetishes that are to do with things that are not actually sexual. The kinks, the kinksters are those that are actually attracted to things that are actually sexual and has to do with body parts.
Okay.
All right. Those are in
the fetish.
Those are the kinksters.
Okay.
Do you get acts?
Yeah.
Like being touched a certain way, being treated a certain way, being placed in a certain way.
Okay.
Those are the kinksters.
So who are the ones they call the leaders?
The leaders are that is under the spectrum of the kinksters, because those are more like a mind kind of I don't want to say mind control. It's the mindset, a role play.
Oh, okay.
That they live. A lot of people can be leaders. There are 70-year-old men that when they switch into being leaders, they are with the normal bottles, with the normal pacifiers, with the normal diapers.
Like baby bottle.
Yes, the onesies, the diapers, and all that.
And they are grown men.
They like to be. They like to
feel like babies.
Babies. That is where we have the mommy doms and the daddy doms. The other part is the mommy doms that love
treating you like a baby.
I was
just going to ask if the little has to be alone.
Yeah, it could be both ends.
It could be male.
So there could be a grown-up woman that likes to act like a little.
Yes.
Which other one do we have?
Those are the switches. The switches are like they can be submissive and they can be dominant. Depends on the partner, or depends on what they want to do at that particular time. The masters and the mistresses are the masters are those that like to be more like the name depicts, like
master and slave. Yeah, those are the ones that tie chain on your neck and drag you around the room and tell you to start.
It doesn't have to be like that.
That's what I see in movies. That's what I see in movies.
It's mostly misinterpreted. Because
did you see 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes, I did.
Did you see the scene where the guy tied the lady into a whole set of anchor that looks like a gym equipment like this and everything?
Yes.
Is that what this is about? or
not really, just a part of it. Because as it is, there are master slave dynamics that does not involve being tied down. I can be your slave and not be into restraint, being tied down. That does not mean I'm not a slave. I can be a master and I may not be into impact play. That is the use of whips and all that.
But isn't this supposed to be a private thing?
It is a private thing.
So how come you guys have a community for it? Like, because this reason why I'm asking the question, I know regular people that actually do some of those things. I have friends that sometimes their wife will want to play roles when they want to have fun.
Yes.
You know, I have friends that go to sex shops and buy handcuff.
Yes.
Does that make them kinksters?
It doesn't necessarily make them kinksters.
But they just want to have fun and enjoy it.
Fun.
So what's the difference from...
But sometimes when they actually get into it, they just discover... They now start discovering some things about themselves while at it. Okay, now, probably I saw somewhere that someone was whipping somebody. Ooh, let's try this. And now you get to it. You just discover that after the whipping, for whatever reason, your hand goes to the person's throat and you start
choking the person.
And the person is like,
You like being choked?
Yes. There are a lot of people out there that they are kinksters, but they don't really understand what it
means to
them. There are a lot of people with several fantasies that it's inside their head.
And they want to explore.
They don't know how to go about it. A lot of people come to me and be like, "Oh, I love doing this, but people have called me that I'm possessed. They said I need deliverance. They said I need it's demonic. It's not Nigerian. Africans don't do things like this. Women are supposed to be submissive. Why should this? Why should that? If they see a man that is subservient, be like, what's it Jeff for? That kind of thing." Do you understand? The wife doesn't necessarily have to give the person anything. Like, the man may just be subservient. That is what he wants to do. But because of the society where we live in, he cannot freely leave it without people thinking, Daniel Tifori. So people tend to do it in the privates of their home. So the community is more or less like, we are here. Not be only you they happen to. Like, if you have issues with these things or you're going through it, come to us and let's talk about these things. You are not possessed. It is what it is. You like being choked. It is what it is. You like being pegged. It does not make you gay. It's just like you like the pleasure count,
sexual fantasy that comes with
it. It's not even just sexual fantasy. It's just, at the end of the day, the prostate is a very sensual place. If it's teased, you get aroused. But people don't actually like to talk about it, because anything that has to do with man having fingered is gay.
It is gay.
It's not. It is not gay.
Why would a man want to be fingered?
It's not gay.
Yeah, do you know?
Have you ever done anal?
Anal?
Yes. Sorry.
Mistakenly.
That was very direct.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Did you like it?
No.
Or did she like it?
No, I won't say I've done it. I believe that I've had sexual encounter in the point that we were trying to get into the right spot, but we went into the wrong spot.
Okay.
And she was like,
did it feel any different?
Yes, it's not the same. Like, then we stopped immediately and said, it was okay. Yeah, so
at the back of your mind, you didn't think.
But I know men that likes anal, right?
Where is the G spot of the men located?
In their ass. Come on.
The G spot of the men is located in their ass.
Yes.
No, it's not everybody now. No.
It is everybody. Come on.
No.
All men are prostate.
Yes, but my G spot is not in my asshole. That is
the P spot. The prostate is like the G spot of a lady. It's inside there. So that's another way of hindering yourself from pleasure.
Yes. So, so your question is, have I ever done anal? And I answered. What was your reaction? Like, okay, let's me play the devil's advocate, right? Yes, I've done anal. Okay.
The sensation that you get from the pulsation, normally it's tighter than the
vagina pussy. Yeah.
All right. So the dick gets, the fact that it is very tight, this pulsation will be like more intense. Like, I want to get comfortable with this. All right.
Yeah.
So it's the same feeling that a man would get when, let's say, a finger gets there, and for whatever reason it has entered. Oh, okay. Let me make it simple. They say there's a certain age where all men are advised to get their prostate checked, right?
Yes.
There was this scene that someone told me, like, he used to get checked by a man, like he didn't feel anything, like, yeah, check it and go now, until she met a female doctor that actually went in there, and for whatever reason he started getting aroused.
Oh yeah.
He didn't, with the men, he didn't, maybe because those were men, it did not cross his mind that
this is something.
So he used to get the feeling, but for whatever reason his mind was just like, his man, that feeling that I'm feeling is not what it is. Until it's now like a female doing it,
then you go aroused.
Yes. Like, I don't want to do you understand?
Yeah.
Getting tickled, it's just like tickling the clit. It's the same way. Tickling the prostate and tickling the clit is the same thing.
No,
it is.
No,
it is.
Well, nobody has ever done it to me before, but I know my G-spot, and it's not my anus.
Medically, I just checked it. The G-spot of the male is located internally between the base of the penis and the rectum. Internally.
So that means it's the anus. Medically.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just checked on it.
You should check it.
Wow.
You should try it.
I'll tell my wife to try it.
Yes.
That's the only person that can do it for me.
Yes. Some people stick to especially since if they are not okay with toys and all that. There are prostate massages out there in the market. If it's not a thing, people will not manufacture things that can actually give them pleasure to stimulate their prostate. So even if you don't want a third party or someone else, a partner doing it,
you could do it yourself.
Yes.
Wow.
And get satisfied. So, but to now make it even more interesting with everything that is going on, with all the buying flow, with all the sensualism going on. By the time it even enter, by the time you start getting to that zone, you won't even know. It will just happen. And then for whatever reason it happens, people start to panic. Gay, I'm gay. God forbid, I will never try this thing again.
But it actually doesn't make you gay. It's just,
it doesn't.
It's just being human, and that's
it's not like
that's where your fantasy
it's like
is.
you having your nipple tickled. So some men would not say, how can you touch my nipple? But it is what it is. Some people, like, even as men, you get tickled on your nipple and you are aroused.
You know that most times when you have conversations about BDSM and all this stuff, a whole lot of people believe that there's a whole lot of pain that comes with it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And with what you just said now, I can actually confirm that, okay, it's not just about the pleasure. There is a whole lot of pain that comes with it, right?
No whole lot of pain. Okay.
But there's pain.
People are into pain. The degree of pain is what makes them different. Spanking, that is very basic, right?
Yes, spanking is basic.
People go from spanking just like a normal tap to actually being hit by heavy objects, because that is what they like. That is what gives them pleasure. It does not mean that the person that is just into small taps doesn't mean that we have to think less of them, that you are not a good masochist just because you only take small pain. And other people, I don't want pain at all.
And they're still kinksters. They don't even do anything that has to do with pain. Maybe they are into foot worship. What's foot worship?
Foot worship, there are people that are attracted to the foot.
Sucking toes.
Getting foot jobs and all that.
What's foot job? Okay. Like putting the toe in your mouth.
Foot. Right? Like
putting the whole foot in your mouth.
No. Having like a hand job with the hand, but with the feet.
Either on the dick or the pussy.
People are into that. Wow, that is what gives them pleasure.
And so at the end of the day, what's the end result? To come
pleasure now. When you have sex, when you vaginal sex, what is the end of it?
To come now.
That is you. Some people, no matter how sexy, how like you're seeing this gorgeous babe and you're normal having sex and until that person just bring out the whip and whip your ass, you are not getting there. No matter how you stay 1 hour, at the end of the day, the person is like, are you not done?
Yeah. That brings me. Yeah. I get
just bring out the whip and just do what? Because it just erupts like.
You do. I mean, if we look at what the society is now, we get it all the time. Like a whole lot of women, they do complain that 80%. Okay, maybe 80% is too much. Let me say, people believe that 70% of men don't even know how to do it right. It's hard. There are women that have been married for years, and since they've been married, they've never came. Right?
Yes.
Do you think this
probably
is because they don't understand? Maybe their spouse does not understand.
Yes. Probably their spouse may think, how can she like that kid? That is not normal. I mean, I cannot do it though. And then for whatever reason, she stumbles on somebody out there that
understand that knows how to choke the shit out of her.
So it's not even men now. You have to understand that there are a lot of things to pleasure. It's just not the basic. People,
me and you, Papa, Mama style.
Even if it's Kama Sutra, come on, you have to bring some zest into it. It doesn't make you. Demonic or possessed
but I think an average African person, an average African man would think that the normal format to be with a woman to make her come is start with foreplay, to an extent. When the foreplay gets her to a certain level, then you penetrate, and at the end of the day, you guys we finish. But even when you are good at foreplay and you still do the penetration and you knock so good, right? It still doesn't guarantee that she's gonna come.
It doesn't, because there may be some things that she likes. Maybe she may not even want to say it to
why is it hard for them to say it?
Because people will start thinking that they are not normal. Choke me, pull my hair, knock me on the wall. Then that's auntie kilagbe kileju lori eleyin no like. But so people tend to like. Let me just.
But do you understand why people are like that? Like they don't want to be
judged.
No, I'm not even saying why they don't want to open up. I'm asking that why would anybody want to feel a level of pain, or maybe why do I want you to hit me on the wall before? Is it something mentally wrong?
It's not it has absolutely not. It has nothing to do with.
You don't think it's mental state? You don't think it's mental state?
It's not.
So why would anybody want that? Because it doesn't seem normal. Is it biological?
What is abnormal about it?
What is abnormal about it? Okay, maybe because...
Who says it's abnormal? Which law says it's abnormal? Which scientific backing does it have that this is the way that sex or pleasure has to be before? There's nothing. Like we just, for you yourself, just find, okay, I like having sex a certain way and I'm okay with it. Just the way you are okay with it is the same way it is okay to actually have these other ways. For example, me.
Yeah.
I'm a sadist.
What's a sadist? Like sadist or sadist?
Sadist.
What is sadist?
Giving pain.
You give pain?
Inflicting pain and actually feeling the tremor or the impact
from the person that you are inflicting
is
the
what
pain.
Gives me pleasure.
But it doesn't give the person pleasure now.
That is what I'm saying. So there are people that having a level of pain inflicted on them, the masochist, is what gives them pleasure. That's why we pair them together.
Oh, okay.
So you know that the people into pain and the people giving into pain are
match.
So that kind of dynamic, like it is like match made in heaven.
Wow.
Does the concept of BDSM allows you that like or that love giving pain to play with whoever or someone else that doesn't like receiving pain?
It's all about consent.
Yes, it's not going to connect. Yeah.
It's not about consent.
Yeah,
okay, I meet you and like, okay, I like you, we already like each other. Okay, this is what are you into? No, I'm not into it. We move on from there. It's consent.
Now I see why the community is needed, because people
consent,
can actually
because anything that is outside of consent, it has to become abuse.
Yes.
Even during play, while you're having a session with someone, that's a play with someone, for whatever reason you want to switch into something else, and the person that you're playing with is not into that person, and the person says no is no, you can't continue. The basic thing is consent. That is what makes the difference. So if you are consenting into being this way with me, then everything goes. If you are not, then you are not.
Yes. So someone like you, let me still play the devil's advocate again. So if you're in a room with me now, right, and you want to inflict pain on me, right? Let's say I'm into it too.
Okay.
What are the kind of things you're going to do to me?
Depends. It depends on the intensity of what I'm able to give and what you're able to do. Worst case scenario for me, there are different kind of tools. It depends on people are like, do you know how wealth is on the skin after being kinked? While in secondary, but after being kinked, you know there are marks on the body.
Yes.
Marks that
yes. Bankere mark.
Do you understand?
I have some here. The most stubborn gun. Can you see?
These are the kind of things that I love to see.
Oh yeah.
Like I love to feel
after you're done.
Yes, the feel of wealth.
So technically, while we're doing it,
it is what you are into it. People
those
get.
People that liked after they flog them in school, they always touch themselves.
It arouses people. I love touching it. Just imagine now, this is what you are into, like maybe on the person's ass, and you are seeing beautiful lined welts. I will jump on it and hump it. I want to feel it on my skin.
But for someone like you, isn't it not a little bit biased that you are not the one feeling the pain, is the other person? You get pleasure from giving the pain to someone else.
The person gets pleasure from it. That's why we are matched like that.
So what if the person wants to inflict the same pain on you? Would you agree?
I'm not a masochist now. I'm not into receiving. Do you understand? I'm into giving, not into receiving. That's a misconception. Because I give does not mean I can take. It doesn't mean.
So also, because the person identified as someone that likes receiving pain, doesn't mean the person can go about, or anybody can just carry cane and just beat the person.
No. Come on, there has to be dynamic.
It has to be.
It's consent. If I give my consent into you doing it to me, anything outside of that is abuse.
No, what I'm saying is, let's say I like being caned. You like caning someone. Let's say my producer are down there like caning someone. Doesn't mean that because I identify as someone that like receiving, doesn't mean that okay, I consent to you beating me. Doesn't mean that the producer can bring out his cane and just start beating me.
Because you have not consented to him doing it.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Even if he's inside the room when you're doing it, he has no.
I'm beginning to suspect how interesting or interested you are in this topic, because the way, are you sure you're not part of this?
I just want her to explain the basics.
I should have given you a chair here now. Whoa. I the fact that even in the room of like 5 of us, we have 2 people that are into this, that means there are millions of people out there that are actually 2 now. Emmanuel, why are you looking at me? Emmanuel, do you mean there are 3?
No, 3.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be you beating anybody.
It can't even just not just my sexuality.
Okay, Emmanuel, do you like going down with a girl?
No, I don't.
What do you like?
I just don't like any of those. I'm not a sex person.
See, guys, let's.
That is a kink.
There is.
That is a kink.
What's a kink?
He said he's not being into sex like that. It's a kink.
How is that a kink?
So even if it's not into sex like that, does that make him a kink?
Yes. There's something else we call. It's not a bad thing. There's not something we call ignorance fetish.
Okay.
Ignorance fetish is more or less like, I don't want to have sex with you, but I want you to be present, look and be looking at me while I pleasure myself. Don't touch me. Don't even come near me. Just be looking at me. That is a fetish. There's a jacking off instructions whereby the person only comes when told what to do with himself or herself.
Yeah, I think I've seen those on like all these sites. What do you call this? OnlyFans and the rest.
It's a fetish.
Wow.
Total power exchange, like there's a lot of it out there that many people don't.
Can you please?
Yeah. Keep going. Which one? I want to know all the faces.
Oh,
so I'm trying to look for where I belong, but I've not seen where I belong. I mean,
you could be.
There's so many men. There's so many men that like to do nasty things.
Yes.
And they might not even know that is a thing.
Yes.
Right.
True.
So that's why I'm listening. I want you to.
Well, there are some non-kinksters that are actually just freaky.
Just freaky. They just
like they don't want to do the normal in and out. All right.
They want to explore. Try.
They do it the certain way.
Funny enough is there are so many ladies out there that I know that once they notice that their sexual life with their spouse, married though, is boring, they actually go out there to get extra things, extra toys to make it more interesting. Does that make them kinks?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It does just.
They just want to spice up their sexual life. Yeah, but if you're spicing up our sexual life and you are introducing handcuffs, are we not talking about the same thing?
Having toys is different from having BDSM tools.
I think from there,
no.
depends on the level of satisfaction.
So toys, sexual toys are different from BDSM tools.
They are different.
Also,
the whips, the curves and all that, they are not normal sexual. They are not sexual tools. They are more like BDSM tools. There are a lot of people selling basic BDSM tools, kits these days. None of it normally has. None of it. Maybe one. There's always this one vibrator inside the kit, and there's always like 8 or 9 tools inside. There's a whip, there's a paddle, there's a blindfold, there's the crop, there's the ball gag, the one for the mouth, there's the nipple clamp. It's just so okay for whatever reason you're tired of just doing the normal in and out, and you want to spice it up, and you don't even know how to tell your partner.
Yeah.
You could just buy something as simple as a nipple clamp.
So you clip your partner's nipple,
or you are the one that wants it now. You clamp it.
You clamp your nipple.
Yes, it gives this tiny vibration. It's not painful, but there's this sensation that comes from it. That it's not the normal ones that you feel.
Yeah.
All right. So even while your partner is doing all that with you, this is a new thing that you're bringing in.
Do you know that even most African men, they believe them giving their partners head, right, is there are a whole lot of men that believe it's an abomination.
What makes it an abomination?
That is being African. There's so a lot of people, they tell you, are you budget? Yeah.
But they are into receiving it, Abi.
Yes. Many of them will receive, but they won't just give. Right?
If it's an abomination for you to give me, it should be an abomination for me to give you.
But if you look at it, true, right? If you look how we are being structured as human, right? The penis feels more is not slimy, right? Until the liquid comes out. That is when but once the vagina is wet, right, then there is a level of that slime kind of feel, and some men just feel like it's not what they should. It's
what
not
happens
it's not
to the
healthy.
pre-com?
Some people don't even know when they pre-com.
You see? And you still want me to give you head though. You want me to give you head even with all the pre-com and all that, but you don't want to come down on me even with all my
because
weakness.
it is like a stigma in men, especially I know many Nigerian men that will tell you once you do that your life has finished.
How?
I don't know. I don't know, but I know it's a thing. I know it's a thing.
That's
don't tell
so
me you're just saying it
selfish.
for the first time.
I've always argued it.
Yeah, they'll tell you that.
Selfish. It is selfish.
But how safe is all these things medically?
How safe is it?
Yes. Yeah. How safe is it for a man to put his head down there and lick the shit out of a woman?
Why are we talking about it? Like, how safe is it for a woman to give
head to a man?
And if they are even to come in my mouth.
Yes, there are some men that want to. Yeah.
Yes, take it in. How safe is that?
It's still not safe on both ends.
To me, it is just we are hindering ourselves from actually let's go of all these things. We don't need it.
Well, I think medically except it's not a clean.
Unself, the person has an history of STI and all that.
Yes. That is why it's good to get your partner checked before you go into all those things. Yeah.
So you know that until we treat this, we can't do this. That's what I see. But all these issue of it's an abomination and all that.
So at what point did you actually know that this is part of you?
From when I used to do rekpa when I was in secondary school.
Wow.
It's a rekpas. It gives me great pleasure being like I like to be dominant.
You like to give pain, though. So that makes you a dominant anyway, right?
Yes. Just because I like to give pain, that does not make me a dominant.
Tell me about
that
it.
is
Does
another.
that also make you a wicked person in real life?
No.
Tell me about
Doesn't
it.
Doesn't make me a wicked.
It doesn't make her a wicked
No.
person.
Doesn't
But
make
an
me-
average guy that does not have an idea of this and does not know
You
that
cannot
this
be-
happened,
you
we
cannot
tell you,
be a
oh
wicked
my,
person.
that girl is wicked. If you see what thing she do to me,
No.
that's what they'll call you.
No.
Okay.
No. There has to be a degree. There's what we call the safe word, even during no place. For whatever reason, the play is ongoing and it has gotten to the peak where you, even though you are into pain, receiving pain, that you cannot take it anymore. You use your safe word.
What's the safe?
Which
What's like a safe word?
should have been established before
You start.
Before you start.
So
Like anytime I say pencil, anytime I say green, anytime I say red,
that means you should stop.
stop
Oh.
or slow down.
Hmm.
So that would have been established like, okay, we are doing it, is all fun, but it's beginning to get too much. I don't want you to stop, but I want you to slow down. There should have been something, probably a safe word or act,
That would
because
give you
sometimes
those
the
signals.
person may be on the ball gag, like that's like a ball thing.
Yeah, that won't be able
You
to
won't
talk.
be able to talk. You could just be tap 3 times or tap my leg or something, so you know that is like, yes, I'm done with this.
Wow, I'm still very, very, very I won't say I'm confused, but I'm surprised that there is actually loads of people that are in this kind of thing, but they cannot come out, right? But you are known in the community. Like, what make you get out of the closet?
Because I've come to realize that someone has to do it. Because I know how many people come to me and say this and say that, I don't know what to do, I'm tired of this, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't like people limiting themselves.
In any spectrum, regardless. Sexually, anything.
So far what you're doing is not
A crime, and you're not hurting the next
You're
man.
not hurting anybody. I used to be very worried, like when I wanted to actually be out there preaching the gospel of BDSM.
Yeah, you should.
I had a conversation with my partner. I was like, I want to do this. So he was like, are you ready? Then we bash you. They bashed me in this lifestyle. They have bad threats of, you cannot try it, you do this, which kind dominant, we will rape you, we do this, we do that. I believe it's because many people don't understand. So when they know that this person is what this person is talking about, it's like this person is talking about me, what this person is saying, woman jobby pay me long basoro. The person, so this is why I'm this is why I'm that. So if I'm this, it's just like this is my way of saying, like, it's okay, there's nothing wrong with you. It's got nothing to do with, some people will say, okay, maybe you have daddy issues or child abuse, or it's no. We all have our personal experiences. We all have a personal experience. I'm not saying that some people are not in the lifestyle based on what they have experienced in their life.
Yes.
We will just, like, people should own their truths.
Live your truth. I'm sure there are cases whereby maybe the husband is into this and the wife is not, and they're already married, and they're living together in the same house, and at the end of the day they feel like the marriage is not working, and the truth is, it's just that two different mind.
That's why communication is important. When you people were courting, did you not talk about these things.
Because that is why I chose to speak to somebody like you, because I know that there's a whole lot of people that will never come out and say this is how I feel about this, or this is where I derive my pleasure from. Even if they are married, like you said, they are going, for some reason it is demonized. For some reason BDSM is demonic in this part of the world. An average African mentality, they believe it is evil, not a normal person thing. So a whole lot of people will rather hide in that closet. They won't even come out to their spouses because they know that once they come out, they will see them differently.
Yes, true,
right? And I'm sure that has broken a whole lot.
Yes, that is just sad. That is just that really gets to me. It's one of the reasons where I'm like, come on, Kotonye. You don't understand. Just because of this thing that I like doing, so we should not be married again. Come on. So the smell, just like some people. That's why I call it a fetish. A fetish is when you're attracted to something that is not. That is. Oh, we're still.
Yeah. Now I'm going to take it. Since you want me to talk about it, yeah.
It's not like people that are into. People like chocolates. People like strawberries.
But how would you
smell? It's just the smell.
How would you? No, it's not the smell. If I like chocolate, I'm not only fucking with the smell of chocolate. Chocolate tastes fantastic. It tastes good. It tastes nice.
Some people don't like it.
That's some people, but if you put 100 people down, the only people that will not like chocolate is less than 5. Right? Because it tastes good, it smells good, and it's healthy.
Okay.
Right? You cannot compare chocolate in this scenario with
do you
shit.
Know how much people
actually eat shit and rub shit on their body?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's fun.
Oh, come on now, Lola. That's no, that's mental.
I do it on people. It's fun.
Wow.
Even though, okay, I don't.
I'll cut that place out. I'm not going to put it out. That's too extreme.
The thing is, like I said, it's not. Sometimes it's not the physical demonstration. It's mostly.
You know there are people that.
Yeah, no, we're still on. Master Lola, it's mostly.
It's mind.
It's a mind thing.
It's a mind thing.
Yeah.
It's a mind thing. It's not. Sometimes they're not. People in the extreme slave spectrum, they've come to see themselves as nothingness. They liken themselves to maggots and filth, and that is their own mind. Well, we are still arguing the psychological this thing of that is not.
If people are arguing it psychologically, so that's why we call it there is a level of mental state involved.
There's a lot of extreme place on that.
And this is not just
there's what we call a rape fetish, where people actually get aroused from being raped. That's why I said there are levels to it. That's when you are saying like go deep. Some things can so that you don't end up encouraging people to it is
normal. Okay. Awesome.
There's blackmail.
I know how I'm going to
that.
cut the scat part and put it. You said yes. You wanted to say something.
Can you tell us about cuckolding?
Cuckolding.
What's cuckolding?
Cuckolding is more. It's like partners.
Okay.
But they may be married, they may not be married, and the husband like for their partners to be with other men. What? To be with
and
other men.
And it's not important.
It's not. That's just they love to
the
see.
Man wants to see his wife being fucked by another man.
Yes.
Wow. And vice versa, right? There's some women that like to see their husband fuck another woman.
So it's like they are the cocks. The cocks are the.
So they call them cock holders.
The cocks, the bull, and the dome. The dome is the cock holdress is the female, or it could be the cock master.
Wow.
And the bull is the man being that's being where the woman is being sexual with, and the cock is the other male partner. The cock could be a cum bucket where when they're done fucking themselves is the one to clean them up. Sometimes is the one when you want to come is the one you come on him and all that.
Wow.
That one is there.
So is having threesome and foursome part of the kink?
Depends on what is being done
during the process.
It could just be something just normal, vanilla sense of it. But what is being done during that period is what makes it, whether it's kink or non-kink.
Wow.
I like this. And from there, like, okay, we don't really know much about these things. Let's learn more about how to practice it safely. How to talk about how to what we need to do, what we need to get, how we need to style our lifestyle into actually accommodating this new thing into our life without it affecting any other thing in our life. Like just like a family whereby the man is subservient. All right, and the family be like, you come and visit us, and it's the woman. You're like, it's the woman that is calling the shots. It's the woman that dictates this, that dictates that. They don't understand. They may not want when people are there. They may not want to, like. They will fake it. They will fake it. Well, Iyatokpe is the one in charge of the finances, what to buy in the house, what to like. Some people are like, that is a lifestyle that some people are living.
So it doesn't necessarily.
The men are
so it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. It could actually be a lifestyle itself. Like, okay, when you're in a relationship and your wife takes the lead, that makes you a kind of kinkster, right? Yes,
that's what the FLR. The FLR is like the female-led relationships.
Why are we always having the male? Why can't you talk about the female being the submissive?
Yeah, female are submissive.
No, as a matter of fact, it's a norm for female to be submissive in our society.
That is,
even though we know that. It's a norm. So when you see it on the other end, you feel it is weird. Yeah, you feel like
there's like master and that one is normal now. But as soon as you see the female identifying as dominant, that is where the problem is. We shouldn't be. So for someone like you to be in the forefront of the community and you come out a whole lot, how do you deal with social media pressures? Because I know that on social media they will have killed you. You will have resurrected like 5 times. I've learned to, well, I don't normally know how to ignore people.
So you go off for war.
If you yab me, I will yab you and still educate you. It's not like it's not like boya ko fi she and tell you the thing that you should do with your maybe it will help you. It's just I don't even comment. I don't ignore comments. If it's good, if it's bad, I see it as someone that actually is interested in what I had to say. So if the person, I believe me saying whatever it is that I said stirred something in that person to give that comment, it's either I correct them or I concur or I enlighten them. So to me, there's no bad, except if it's a threat. Then we go all out on ourselves. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there.
Wow.
So I've gotten used to all that. I've the situations of blackmail, the situation of I've been in it for a while. So I've developed it.
Thick skin already.
Yes. But still does not mean that I'm not going to be in their faces still screaming it. Because people have to know, like, there's nothing, we are here.
And there's a whole lot of people that actually needs it, that
And
need
there's
help.
nothing
They
wrong
need
with
help.
it.
They need somebody to talk to, to actually express their sexuality.
Yes, people are in relationships and they are not getting fulfillment in their relationships. It's not as if they don't love this person, but because of this small thing, they are not feeling fulfilled. Which can actually be, you can talk about it and get over it together as a partner or individually.
But this would be for the men. How many men can actually take it from their spouse? I know for women are more, you guys are more knowledgeable. Let's forget the you guys are more exposed, you're more knowledgeable, you know what you want, you know how your body speaks to you.
Yes.
Compared to the way men are. But I know that there are so many men out there that if their spouse or their wives tell them this, they won't take it lightly. They'll be like,
So that is the problem. Why they should just calm down.
And that is why I wanted to have a conversation like this, so that they can actually know that it's not that bad.
It's
No.
not.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad. So she wants to maybe give you small spankings. You will not die. You will not die. Just start small.
But how would
you don't even know whether you will like it.
But wait, during sex, right? How would a woman spank a man?
Why not?
How will it work? Because most times the man is on the top or is behind and is like. So
I'm doing a BDSM exhibition, so don't worry, I'll invite you.
Exhibition?
Yes.
Look what you know.
Going on.
Emmanuel, are you in?
Going on. Like, it's some of this is just like, no, it's just fantasies. So those things that you think are fantasies that cannot happen, you'll be surprised.
How is the community like in Nigeria? Like this BDSM community, how is it like? What are the kind of people you meet there? What do you guys discuss? What is that community? What
a lot of it's for everybody. We have students still in university. We have old men, old women, couples. It's got nothing to do with age or
sex
or sex or.
So what do you guys do? Do you guys sit down in a room and be like, "Hi, my name is this"?
No, when it's not an AA
I'm
meeting.
a dominant.
No.
Do you know your things like AA meeting?
No. It's just normal. We just have munchies. Munchies is like normal hangout where we just come, chill, talk about BDSM, yab ourselves, just normal hangout. And go. There's the play party. The play party is more like when we have people coming together to actually play all these things. We give them an avenue to play out your fantasies in a safe space.
That's a little bit deep.
Yeah.
How does that work? Is everybody in the room naked and you're doing your shit, I'm doing my shit, and we can switch partners and do all that? There are some people that into switching partners, you know that, right?
Yes, no. Swinging.
Is it
swinging?
They call them swingers?
Yes, no.
Wow.
They are there. They're also part of the community.
They're part of the community too.
So it's just bring your partner, have fun, go crazy.
This stigma, I'm really, really particular about. There is a sexual stigma.
There is
this part of the world. As a matter of fact, people don't even like to talk about sex.
Yes.
I know that for years they've been telling parents that teach your children sex education. Let them know this. But because we don't do all those things, that's why we have so many people suffering now.
Yes.
Right? They suffer from all these things, and there is this thing in their head that they want to explore, but they can't even share it with people because of the stigmatization.
Yes, probably mommy and daddy have said this is the way it should be. Any other thing that out of that, it has become a problem. I'm not used to this, so this is strange. How should I be having this in my head? I think I need deliverance.
Yes. Yes, I've spoken to a few queer people that they told me while they were growing up,
Imagine
they
being queer and
express.
being kinky. Do you know how crazy that is? Like the person is just like,
Yeah, like I was saying, I've spoken to a few queer people in the past that they told me that when they were growing up, they tried to express it to their parents, and all they did was just take them to churches.
Yes.
You know, take them to rivers and start washing their head
and funny thing, and they nothing happened.
Yeah, they still go back being who they are.
So why do we need that?
Then, do you think that there is a correlation between drugs and this lifestyle?
No, absolutely not. I don't do drugs. I don't even go anywhere near drugs. I don't even have alcohol or whatever during my sessions.
Because there are people that are just regular and they mix with other people that are into that world, and by the time they start rolling together, start getting high, they introduce them to that world and they switch. You don't think that happens a lot?
No, not really.
Oh yeah?
No, not really. Like, to me, I think that has nothing to do with the lifestyle. It's an individual choice. Like, it is me deciding that probably, okay, before I can get into that state of mind, I need to.
Yeah.
To me, that is just faking it. Because you should be able to, like, you don't need to put yourself, you don't need to condition your mind with a substance or with alcohol before you can do what you say you like doing. You should be. It should just come naturally to you. I always tell people, like, for whatever, don't be in a play scenario with anybody that's a substance flowing in them, because things can easily escalate into something else. Someone that is high may not even hear when you're using your safe word. You are both high. Maybe you're both high.
And that will lead to serious accidents.
Yes. That is why, like, it has to be safe, sane, and consensual. CSC. That is important. Like, that is just the basic. The basic mantra. Safe, sane, consensual. It has to be safe, it has to be sane, it has to be consensual. Anything out of this, it's abuse. We are not doing. That one is not BDSM again.
So what would you advise people that are in that position now, that they are suffering because they cannot express themselves to their spouses?
Well, I would just tell them they should really be sure that that's what they really, really want. It is what they actually, because it's a different thing having a spur of the moment thing for a period, and then you go to your baby, it's like, I'm liking this thing, no, and the person consents to whatever it is. A period of time, you now say you are not liking it again. Meanwhile, you have introduced your partner to this now. Your partner has already like, it's like, this thing is good though. And the person is already into it. And you are saying, I'm not doing it again. That becomes a problem. That also happens. Because you have introduced this person into this thing, and this person have come to like it very much. And you're saying, I think I've
so it is not necessarily biological. Somebody can actually introduce it to it and you get into it without you being that person naturally.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's not like saying masturbation. It's as simple as masturbation. Like, masturbation is not something you just say, okay, I want to start masturbating. Something you get aroused, and for whatever reason you notice, maybe teenage years or something, like if you touch yourself, you actually, this is nice.
Yes. As a matter of fact, some people even think masturbation is evil. A lot of people, you know that, right? Some people think masturbation is evil.
I'm very when it
we know
comes
it's
to
not, but
things
see,
of spirituality, I'm very feisty, so I try not to go into it.
please go into it. I want to hear. Please go into it.
So
What's masturbation and revelation? Because I've read few things that says you being able to masturbate reveal some things to you.
Really
As a person, yeah.
come on now.
Yes.
That is ridiculous. How?
You just get to know some sexual thing about yourself. You know that, okay, you can actually play yourself without a partner. Masturbation does that to you.
Yes.
Some people are so addicted to it that they don't even want to have a partner because they feel they can achieve it on their own. You know, they don't want a sexual partner. So there are people.
There's something in your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is getting you aroused. You don't just get aroused.
What is in your head that makes you aroused?
Anything.
Okay, let me give you a typical example.
The way girls' ass is big.
And you're looking at that person. You're not. It's not as if it's not as if you're into this person.
Mm-hmm.
You just something. Just see something that for whatever reason it is inside your mind.
I mean,
It's
I know
like
guys
a week
that
after
I know
and all
guys.
that, and your
I
mind
know
just-
guys that do it based on discipline, though. That's why I was asking that. Does it have to be something in your head? I know guys that probably maybe we go to a club and they don't want to be with any woman. They just want to feel seen, and they are honey, right? When they
Why
get
are
back,
they honey?
because they are already in that state of they
How
want
are
to.
they in that state?
Is a mindset. Like they've seen
That's what I
beautiful
see.
things,
Like,
they've seen women, but they don't
what
want
I
to do it. Some of them don't even want to violate their marriage.
Yes.
Right. So they prefer to go back into their room and masturbate and sleep.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's better to do that than to actually cheat
Yes. True.
on your spouse. Right. So it's sometimes, that's why I said sometimes it's about discipline. It's not really necessarily like there's something in their head.
Discipline is in your head.
Okay, now I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So like whatever it is that's in your mind at that point, like something is causing your arousal, right? Probably what you're looking at or what you see someone doing to somebody. It's in your mind. But you now condition yourself like, okay, yes, okay, this thing has caused this thing in my body. Let me just it's just like going into the restroom to pee. One corner out and you're back to yourself.
Isn't it sometimes what's the word though? You know, once you get to that peak and you come down, you just feel like, oh, it's so relieving. Like you just felt like, oh, what a relief. What a relief. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
no. Yes, true.
And it happens to both sex, right?
Yes, no. Yes.
So for all those women that find it very difficult to have orgasm during sexual,
sometimes
is it because
it's biological for some people.
Okay.
Sometimes it's biological.
So it's not like it's all of them that have not really experienced their best sexual pleasure.
No.
Sometimes you just don't.
Yes.
Then I heard,
Sometimes
I believe I've also heard that when a lady is circumcised, they don't have orgasm. Is that true? Can you check that for me?
clitoral orgasms.
But when you're circumcised, they cut your clitoris off,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
it is probably the reason why they won't get to that point.
Okay, the G spot is not on the clit, is it?
I don't know where it is.
It's inside.
I believe
It's
it is. It
inside.
varies now,
It's inside.
but it varies.
I know.
Different women will tell you their G spot is here. Some people tell you it's here. Some people will tell you it's in their feet. Some people will tell you it's in their head. Some people will tell you it's in their. I believe it varies. I mean, I've not been with too many women in my life, but with the few ones I believe it's different. Yeah, G spots are different.
That's the first time I'm hearing that. Me, I believe that.
Does not reduce sexual activity.
Absolutely.
It doesn't
not.
reduce sexual activity, but does it stop a female to have orgasm?
It
That's what I'm
doesn't.
asking. It doesn't?
No.
Oh yeah?
Yes, no. Some people you don't have. It's just like saying you cut off the clit.
That's even evil in the first place.
They don't want you to be wayward.
Satisfied, like also they want to
They will still get wet. You still get wet. You getting wet. Why are you wet? You getting wet means you can actually get sexual satisfaction. You just may not have the high like every other person.
Yeah.
And some people actually like anal sex. So
and
you can actually
give them
get
the
that
satisfaction through that.
Through that. So it's just nice to have all of it, Sha. Like leave the clit for them, whether they are going to use it or not. Just leave it. Why do you need? Because cutting it off does not mean that they are not going to fuck as many dicks as they want.
Who even introduced? What does that even mean?
That they should not be wayward, because the
is that the reason why they cut the clits?
Yes, now
for them not to be wayward. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
No, like it should be more than that.
The thing is, they know that the clit is very sensitive. So while growing up, they be like, when you wash yourself or you pleasure your clit, you get this arousal, and so you want to get fucked. You want to be with men. So if you don't have anything to tickle for,
so it's pure ignorance.
To just cut it off.
So it's pure ignorance.
It's nothing else.
Wow. And they still do that thing. They still do that thing in some parts of Nigeria. They still do it. Because I remember that I met somebody a couple of years ago in New York that was seeking asylum, right? And that was an excuse that they want to circumcise her and she doesn't want to go back. Yeah, and they went to court and they granted the asylum because they just felt like, why would anybody want to put you down and cut off your cleats?
It's ridiculous because they don't want you to be sexually active. Like, just that. Because I don't know, it doesn't, whether you cut it off does not mean that one more to ba ma sheshe kushe will do
regardless. Cooking kamita.
Abi, even you can be a virgin and be, as in, you may not have vaginal sex and still be with many men.
Be wayward if you want to be wayward.
Yes, you can use the back door.
The back door.
I believe that the outside people used to do it safe.
The back door.
Maybe you want a virgin. We will not pass through the vagina. We use the other way. Simple.
The very first time I had now was with a girl. She requested for it personally, and it was because in her house, her parents always take her to the hospital for virginity tests.
They test them?
Yes.
Wow.
So they would use the other door.
Wow.
Yes, you want a virgin, don't worry.
What?
Don't worry, we'll give you virgin. But the back door overused.
Wow. Lola, thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
And thank you for explaining this for people to actually know that it is not evil.
It's not.
And you can be whatever you want to be.
Yes.
You can try your sexual pleasure the way you want to be.
Yes.
Don't let anybody put you in a cage. Don't let anybody force you to be what you're not, right?
Yes.
So if people in this kind of state of mind want to be part of the community, where do they go to?
Well, they can just send us a DM on @Niger_Kink Club.
At Niger
on
underscore
Instagram, yes.
Kink
or
Club. Okay.
Our website www.nigerkinkclub.com.
You have a website?
Yes.
Do you sell?
Look at your face.
I want to check. I want to check that website. I can buy stuff there, right? Can I buy toys?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. At Niger. Shile, do you have more questions?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? Ask.
Niger.
I think I want to know if practicing BDSM.
Who is that?
It's not criminal. How can it be?
No, it's not.
It's something private now.
Even
You're
I
not
know
doing
that.
it outside. It's not criminal. I've had issues of people threatening people that you want to do a sexual, we are going to arrest you.
I'm not
for what?
I'm not talking about the private part.
Sorry, bro. Because someone that is street, that doesn't get himself involved in BDSM, can the person try for fun? Like if you're like normally straight, like
if you have a consensual partner,
Yes.
anybody with a consensual partner can
Wow.
do anything.
Do you mean straight or vanilla?
Which one is vanilla again?
Vanilla is non-kink people.
Non-kink people.
Okay, so we
You can
Emmanuel, me and you, we are vanilla.
so I'm straight too.
No, I am.
Hey, now non-kink people,
Okay,
non-kink
non-kink.
people are vanilla. That's what
You
we
call
call.
it straight-
That's why they call us.
Like, you only
But because we are vanilla, does not mean
you
at
only
times
have
we don't switch to chocolate or strawberry.
Yeah, don't switch to any other.
Me, sometimes I switch to strawberry, you know,
Wow.
but I'll still come back to be my vanilla, which means sometimes
It's good.
it's normal to get naughty. You
Yes,
know,
yes, it's good.
express things outside your sexual
Yes,
boxes,
yes.
and see. This is nice. I like your website. Okay, freaky singles, freaky couples, BDSM, active members. Wow, this is quite.
So this
it's quite
can just
interesting.
join us. We have people.
What's this? What's this one?
That's why I said that those are extremes.
No, you have to talk about
Toilet
it. You're not going to
play.
know. I'll let you go.
Toilet play.
What is
Really?
toilet play? What is
Really?
toilet? Yeah. Yes.
Toilet play that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you sure?
Yeah, of course. That is why we have this. This is why we like this. This is
the
why we have this
people that are
platform.
Into golden showers.
What is golden showers?
Golden showers is when you're into. It's a pee fetish.
Pee
Yes.
fetish.
Ito
Okay.
in their mouths.
No. Okay.
See, you see why? Like it's extremes.
Oh.
And people are into scat. You know scat?
No, I don't. What's cat? Tell me.
People that are into eating
Shit. Oh, okay. Oh, those are extreme. Those ones.
It could be
You
playing
actually
with
think.
it,
You actually
rubbing
think.
it all over their bodies and all.
And you actually think that
They are
is
in
not.
Nigeria.
And you don't think that is mental illness
It's not.
I think it is.
with
It's
this
not.
with the smell and all that. Like seriously.
It's not. Some people like smelling flowers, right? Some people like smelling flowers, right?
Mhm.
It's
Even-
not a normal thing to do.
What makes this? What
I
is
think
normal
the
and
excretion part
abnormal?
is something I'm just like I'm
What's
okay
normal
with
and
every
not
other
abnormal?
but
The
that
excretion
or
or pee.
pee is not.
That's why it is consent based.
Ah.
If you are not into it, you don't go into it.
I think that was why you said earlier that even in the OBDSM thing, there are some.
Even there are some
Yeah.
people that even in the BDSM lifestyle, they don't even
Go
they don't
close to
even-
things like
no.
that.
They don't even go in, like, no, please don't count me out. So it's like that.
So the website is nigeriakinkclub.com.
Yes.
And what's your social media handle if people want to follow you? Because I'm sure people will follow you to express their
Okay.
hatred. Those ones will be plenty. And this is what I tell. This is what I tell my guests. Don't read the comments. Don't go close to the comments.
Every comment.
For real?
I read every comment. Comments are.
You might have a whole of backlash.
I know. I'm always
you don't care?
having I was on Pop Central once, and people were calling me live with Pretty Mike of Lagos, and people were calling and all that. I was just laughing like.
Were you discussing this
Yes.
on conventional TV?
Yes.
And they actually let you do that?
Yes.
Shout out to Pump Central if they do that. Because I know that if you try it in normal TV, okay, it's cable
It's
though,
cable,
so
yes,
yeah.
that's all right.
Normal-
Even during this producer, I was like, no, wait, oh.
You cannot say that too.
No, please don't.
Wow.
Please don't do that.
Wow.
It's just I've gotten used to it. Last time she will yab me. I don't even delete comments. I will leave it there. Oh yeah, you have said your
Hold
mind.
on. Let me
you
say
don't
my
calm
own.
down.
Mm.
Are you okay? Like shock ballet.
Mhm.
Moving on.
This is it. Wow.
Oh, it's
I'm really glad and happy that you're able to do this and you're able to talk about it.
Yes.
And I hope to have you some other time because I know I'll get a whole lot of questions and they'll be like, why didn't you ask her this? Why didn't you ask her that? So I'll put all the questions together and we have you again. And you wanted to give us your Instagram handle in case people want to follow you.
Niger_King Club.
Okay.
I'm also into boudoir photography and BDSM photography. That one's at The Mysterious.
BDSM photography.
Yes.
All right. So people actually volunteer to
Yes.
model and you
Yes,
take their
in
pictures
cuffs
in
and leather stuffs and lingerie and all.
but
Depicting the depicting the BDSM.
And when is the exhibition going to happen? That one is between you and I. I'm not coming to do anything. I just want to come and watch. I want to watch and see.
That's what they say. It's like, so I should just spank her like this. Yes, like just like that. What about if I do this one? That's how it can start.
Wow. Thank you, Lola. Thank you for coming.
All right.
And bye, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
My name is Jobless.